is it actually worth doing appointment setting online, and what is the current state of the market for appointment setters? So let's dive in. We're going to go into some of the things that are going on in the market right now and how optimal it is to have great opportunities for appointment setting and leveling up your skills in 2024 and beyond. So let's start with some great news. We have lots of opportunities coming in. I'm just about to share a screenshot with you coming up on the screen shortly. There is actually so much opportunity with new companies coming on board, new online service-based companies coming in every single year. Now, I'm not sure how many, I didn't manage to gather the data on that, but if we look at the revenue that's being produced from online education companies specifically, as of 2022, as you can see on the screen coming up now, 40.6 billion is the current valuation for 2022. And if you look further than that, there's actually a growth trend that was looking at 270 billion for 2031. Think about that for a second. If you are an appointment setter that's looking to make 8 to 10k a month in a market that's producing 270 billion, the possibilities will definitely be possible for people out there. And it's now just focusing more on, making sure that within the guidelines of the FTC, we are doing the very best that we can to support the growth trends of these online education companies by doing things the right way. The good news is as well, it doesn't look like AI is looking to replace appointment setter roles for quite a bit of time, because AI is not really under FTC guidelines as being the right approach to when we speak with companies and speak with people. So it looks like those are more opportunities that are coming up for a lot of people. However, it is important that we look at the other side of the equation. And the reality is the FTC, known as the Federal Trade Commission, if you don't know them, they are cracking down on online companies, making bolder claims, statements, guarantees, implied claims. And that's something that we want to avoid at all costs. We want to make sure that if we are helping a company to build their online business, then we want to communicate in a way that is compliant with these regulations. Otherwise, certain things may happen where people may have to refund commissions. They'll be chased up by the FTC, of course, companies having lawsuits, being shut down. This is really serious stuff. And here's an example that I'm about to show you if you check the screenshot coming up just now. Now, this is an example of an online coaching business that was helping with scaling businesses, right? And a very well-known guru actually that I'm familiar with on Facebook called Anik. So, this is something that was unexpected from him, and actually with a lot of different companies. In fact, I have worked for a company where this had actually been going on, a lot more investigations, and happens pretty much with most companies nowadays. So this is something to be expected. So what I'm going to do is just cover what can happen and what we can do to communicate effectively and not be amongst those that are getting investigated by the FTC and, of course, penalised, most importantly. So make sure you have the right opportunities to follow up with. Okay, so here are a few things you can do to make sure that you're avoiding anything bad happening from the FTC, and some valuable information just to go along the right guidelines. In fact, if you have integrity, if you're the type of person that wants to do the right thing by others, then this is something that you're probably already following, but something that's more of a reminder. So first thing, of course, is making sure that you're part of an offer that actually does not make any guarantees, and an offer that does provide a lot of fulfillment and help to its clients and great customer service. This is super important. If you see a company slating potential members who haven't purchased or are making bold claims about guarantees of money that can be made in a certain period of time or certain results, that's something that cannot ever be guaranteed, because the reality is that person can be hit by a bus tomorrow, right? There is no guarantees of that happening either, but it could happen, right? So it's all about us not making any of those claims or being a part of a company that does that. Another thing is, of course, not making guarantees or implied claims ourselves, right? That's another thing that's really important. So if we're discussing somebody's goals with them and they say they want to achieve a certain milestone, the most important thing for us to say is to not say, well, we can help with that. Because at the end of the day, you have no idea if you can help or if the company you work with can do that. So it's something to not, put those things on your shoulders, most importantly. The next thing is that with the FTC, we want to make sure that we are, treating people correctly. We want to treat people fairly, with respect, like human beings. This is an advice that I probably, wouldn't even need to share, to be honest, but this may be for some of you out there a bit of a reminder that if you have those tired days where you don't feel like speaking to people, which sometimes happens, a reminder is you treat people with respect always, and you put them first. within the conversation. So just treating them like a simple human being, which is really important. Finally, being very transparent with others, right? Being upfront, not being, someone to hide details. If somebody's really adamant to understand the pricing of your services, don't be afraid to share it. At the end of the day, the right person will carry on if it's no big deal, and the wrong person will walk away and probably not be the right person for that program. So it's not a bad thing to be upfront and transparent at times. Just do the right thing by others. But I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed going through that. And of course, it's exciting times for appointment setters, salespeople in general online, because it's a growing industry. There's more people than ever that want to start an online business. And so there's more opportunity for all of us out there. So if you like this content, make sure to like, share the video, subscribe. And if you want to learn a bit more from me, make sure to check the link below. I have the Good to Great Appointment Setter Skill Set Mastery course. And as well as that, I have a free personal skills audit if you want to figure out where your current skill set is at right now. All right, take care, guys. See you soon.